1994, 93, I guess. End up at the foundation. Well, not the foundation, the post. Right there on Oak Street. And you know what happened? A gardener told me he was a kid during that. He goes, Denise, they're the good guys, eh? So I go down there. But not one of them remembered Montemaria. And I remember that battle. They're in a foxhole, and a German potato masher comes in there. Throws himself on top of it and holds it like a football. He's killed, but the others live. My grandfather told me the only ones that truly deserve the Congressional Medal of Honor are the ones that give up their lives for it, really. You know? It's really crazy? I end up somewhere. My tia hears this. She's real old. You know? Tells me about my cousin being fucked with, and he's real pissed off, you know? By some bitch. They shot at the house with a gun. I thought, Tia, you know what, Tia? I'm gonna tell you something, and I'm gonna trust you. Do not tell my uncles. I'm a gang member. She looks at me in shock and disbelief. I go, Tia, where was I raised at? Heart of East LA. But I'm an 18th streeter. They'll go to war because I tell them to, Tia. Because they're American. Not only them, Tia. All the ones down in San Salvador. Wherever they are. Even Southsiders. She goes, what's that? The ones from the South and the North that are fighting. Go look at the movie American Me. But it's not true, that movie. I've known Joe Morgan since I was a little boy. Growing up in East LA. They knew my grandfather. Where did they live at? East 1st Street. At the time, Primera Flats is the biggest gang in East LA. And I tell her, but it's called First Flats. I go, they'll go to war just because I tell them to. You know, they'll go and the others will feel guilty and go. You don't know how many. Little Necio, at 13 years old, was a Hoover Crip. But trip out. He got out of the Hoovers and became an 18th streeter. That night, the night after the Crazy Riders, I'm told they'll kill me if I don't get into 18th Street. It's not a look of fear. I feel like ripping the little motherfucker's head off. My homeboy Chuco. But then I think about it. You know what? Why not? These are the same fucking people that killed my grandfather, though. And it must be that way. You know what I tell them? Aquí para 18. You know what that means? Right here's an 18th streeter, and fuck it, I want problems. They hadn't heard that in a long time, and they tripped. Do you understand? But then the old man in my family tells me, the V2 rockets have been waiting for you. That's when I head that way, but I don't go in there. Because I think, fuck that, there could be one of them there. Do you understand? And you know what? Someone in my family, when he went back home, my grandfather's not home yet, but he gets home. He paints everything that went on in that war and what he saw. My great-grandmother calls him and tells him he has to fly down there in a car and trip. He tells her, don't go near the room. When he goes in there, first he tells me his mind's blown. He goes, but then I think about it. Everything I had gone through my whole life, even my childhood. My father's death. You know, he never cried, not even in my car accident. Only when they killed his canines during the Second World War. The canines that mopped up all of Europe were left in Luxembourg to die by the SS. And he walked in there and fed them. And for some reason they didn't kill him. But they already had killed people. Once a dog kills someone, you can't trust them, huh? He just kept feeding them and feeding them. So all his men in his unit upper sea rations. In the end, they were like puppies around him. You know, they'd come back with ears or fingers of the SS or anybody that stood up against them that wouldn't surrender. And he goes, don't ever get mad at them for doing that. I go, why? Because then they won't trust you. It's to show that they love you.